Previously on Southend United Road to Glory career mode.
It was the end of August, thus meaning the end of our first transfer window in the Premier League. We ended up making two final transfers on the transfer deadline day. A right winger Mitchell Weiser and a right midfielder Fabian Castillo. We also played the first game of the group stages in the Euro League against Genk, drawing that match 2-2. That's what happened last time, and let the glory continue. Hey guys, how's it going? Master Bucks here. Welcome to episode 5, season 4, Road to Glory. You know what it's all about. It's the Wigan game that we finally got for you here in the BPL, and let's see where we are sitting at the moment. Currently 12th, in the Barclays Premier League, which, to be totally honest, I think is probably a not too far off spot where, excuse me, I think I might actually finish up this year. Like, I'm not planning to, there it is. Okay, so unprofessional. But either way, I'm not necessarily planning to, make top 6, 7, whatever spot, whatever position you need to finish to play, like, European football in the BPL. I don't plan on doing anything like that unless I somehow pull out another sort of Capital One Cup win or something like that. Actually, no, wait, that's going to be very, yeah. Anyway, yeah, no, moving on. I think probably around mid-table, 10th or so is probably where I expect to finish, and have a look at that. A nice little change of direction from Benzia that ended up passing it into Deulofeu, and he is just going to slot that easily into the back of the net. Very easily done. Somehow, I don't know who exactly that was, but there was a sliding tackle. Somehow managed to get it into Benzia, and Benzia's just going to push it across into Weiser. The 27th minute, and is it Weiser? No, because I swear to God, if you actually pronounce his last name Weiser, every single time he scores a goal, I'm just going to try to drop something like none the wiser or some shit like that. I don't know, but yeah, but either way, moving. Okay, I'll figure it out a little bit later. But yeah, still, Wigan now, after scoring 2 goals, like, slide tackle, that's a penalty apparently. Looking at it first time I did it, I thought, how the hell? I needed to get a replay of it. And at this point, I'm thinking, oh, I might be in some trouble here. And yeah, sure enough, he knees me in the face, and that's a penalty apparently. But yeah, I can see how that's a penalty, but still, Fraser Forster's first penalty that he needs to face as a Southampton player. It hits his leg, and then diving to catch it, takes it on the chest, and the striker that took the penalty dives in as well. And that is courageous from Forster, and at full time, we keep a clean sheet and win 2-0. What courageous effort from Forster. He gets an 8.8 rating from it. And yeah, the vote slides. I've got 1 going to Benzia, 2 going to Forster, and 3 to our mutual man in the match, Weiser, who ended up getting a goal and had a pretty good attacking influence as well. He's become, I don't know if that was his first game or not, but I think it might have been. I'm not too sure. But, I mean, he actually played, he was very, very good, Weiser. I think, he's a relatively quick right winger as well, which is obviously very important if you're a winger in this team. You need to have some pace about you. And as well as that, Castillo, who, again, I'm not too sure if this is his first game or not. But if it is, this would be one hell of a start if he nets this. And unfortunately, it just went wide. A little high and a little wide, unfortunately. And, yeah. Sorry, what can you do? Why am I don't know. But either way, moving on. A massive, massive through ball. Lofted through ball into Williams. I don't know how he was unmarked, how he was that free. But, thankfully, Forster. No, that was not Forster. I think it's Davis maybe that came out and made the save, but couldn't stop that one. Haroon or something like that. Of course, we're playing Middlesbrough right now in the first leg of the Capital One Cup, of course, the competition that I actually got to the final of last season. So, yeah, we're 1-0 down, 70 minutes in. Liedzma on the ball, being shielded by Gandolfi. One hell of a spin move, and that is a second to Middlesbrough. And all of a sudden, I'm in a little bit of trouble. Look, this spin move was actually that good that I need to show it again. That's such ridiculous control for a player of his overall and in that team. I mean, maybe when I was playing the game, maybe it's a little bit too hard to see in the game. And look, the actual AI gets sweaty. And in the 81st minute, they slot a 3rd goal, and that's the end of the game. And in the first game of the Capital One Cup against Middlesbrough, a championship team, and I've already been knocked out 3-0. So that is not the best start for my cup whole runs, whatever, in this season. But yeah, we're already out of the Capital One Cup, and that sucks. But still, yeah, at the time when Liedzma pulled off that spin move around Gandolfi, I actually flipped out. I freaked. It felt like in the game, I just thought, how did you do that? But still. Anyway, in the Capital One Cup, I gave 1 vote to Shaw, 2 to Johansson, and 3 to Joaquin Armani. Of course, Chile want me to manage their team. And again, it's still a no. It's a no to pretty much everyone but Australia at this point. Seriously. I mean, even if like England or France or I don't know, a relatively good team like that ended up saying something like that, one of the bigger teams, and I'd say, yeah, I might actually say no at this point, because I'm really just so totally focused on Southend and getting as far with Southend as possible. But, you know, maybe it could happen. But still, look at this. After shot after shot after shot, it keeps falling back to the opposition. It actually deflected off of one of my players, as you see here, and went right back to the person that shot it. It hit his shin, rolled to a player that was offside, and he put it in the net. But, of course, him being offside meant he couldn't get it. And, again, this is against Southampton, and this is the last game of September. So we've got a J-Bucks Medal monthly update coming soon, and Mayuka crossed it in a Billy Sharp, and that was actually just a beautifully placed. That was a really, really well placed shot header. But yeah, Barcroft now on the ball. Changes direction. Beats, goes past Cork. Through balls into Boniperti. A bit of a scuffle. Keeps the ball. He's being pulled back at the shirt. He falls down, but he got the shot away in the 59th minute, and that was the equaliser. And now take it a little bit further again. Changing direction. Toko. Boniperti has a shot. No, it doesn't get blocked, but it goes straight to the keeper. And falls to Weiser again, who's been playing very well. He's getting tugged at the shirt again by Fox, I believe. And that is a penalty. It's a piss-weak penalty, but it's a penalty nonetheless. And with about 15 minutes left to go in the game, here, you get a replay of it. Look, he's grabbed the shirt, he's grabbed his shoulder, he's pulling him back. He's not falling down, but apparently that's enough nowadays. So here we go. Benzia to put us in front against Southampton. He shoots. He goes the right way, the keeper. He got a hand onto it, but the shot was just a little bit too powerful for him to stop and keep out fully. And in the 90th minute, this was going to be their last attack. Ramirez into Mayuka and Benito, two relatively pacey players. But now Benito's going to have to follow up his work. Heads it in, and on the volley, he's missed it. Somehow he's missed it. And we win the game 2-1 against Southampton at home. I can't believe that. I forget who it was that took the shot, but an empty net, under pressure, yeah, and with a goalkeeper running at you. But still, completely off target in basically an empty net. Oh, no. Oh, well, too bad. But either way, Southampton. We ended up getting the win 2-1, and the votes, I've gave 1 vote to Benzia, 2 to Barcroft, and 3 to Filippo Boniperti. So the usual suspects getting votes there. And now we've got upcoming a game against another Euro game. I think that one's against Zurich, but yep, still. We've, of course, got the scouting reports now. This one from Fabio Milan, who is scouting Belgium, and, of course, not an awful lot there. And this is the last report, obviously. It'll either say monthly scouting report or scouting report available, blah, 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 if it's the very last one. And this was the last one. Leoke, whatever, and Mitchell were no good. Pringle was maybe okay. Cousins, Assam was also okay, and then those two weren't fantastic. So in the end, I ended up saying no to both of them. So I just said, you know, I'm cool with who I've got in my U squad at the moment. Ramisi's still looking awesome. Masoudi, or whatever his name is also looking fantastic. It's just, I really want those two to grow. I mean, he's, Masoudi, whatever, is only 148 centimetres, and Ramisi's only 160, but hopefully they will grow. But still, guys, it is now time for, of course, the J-Bucks Medal monthly update for, of course, Season 4, and this is for September. All the games that have been played right up until September. And ladies and gentlemen, here they are, the top 5 and the rest of the votes so far. With 10 games being played, we've got currently leading on 8 votes, Nicholas Barcroft. So that's quite surprising considering that he hasn't played that many games compared to Yassine Benzia. But still, either way, 8 votes to Barcroft, 6 to Yassine Benzia, speaking of him, 6 to Boniperti, and 6 to Rue as well. So we've got 3 players that are on 6. And on 5 votes in the 5th spot is Fraser Forster, our goalkeeper, and he has just been a monster of a goalkeeper so far, with Roas and Toko on 4, Shaw and Weiser on 3, 2 for RK, Davis, Gandolfi and Johansson, and 1 vote for Deulofeu and Gortska. And you know what we do, guys, whenever we have a, or most of the time when we have a J-Bucks Medal monthly update, we also do a squad report. And so I'm just going to really quickly roll through the team, and this is after only 10 games, people, and, you know, we're just going in October, and there is some serious growth from a lot of those players, guys that have been here, mainly from the guys that have been here for a while, like Deulofeu and Benzia that you've just seen, some growing by 2, some growing by 3, and like even Eli Rue, who was 77 when we got him, he's already 80, so he becomes our 3rd player to be 80 rated or more, and of course you've got some of our other players in there, more free agents that have grown by 1, like you've got Kondo and all those other blokes right there. As a matter of fact, I've actually got a lot of free agents, obviously we do, but we've got a lot of free agents in the team. Yeah, we've got a lot of free agents in the team, which I'm actually really looking forward to the transfer window, because that means that all the ones that, you know, are good, I guess if I loaned out, they could get better. It really just depends on if I'm patient with them, if I keep them in the team, or just, you know, pretty much sell them immediately to try to get in a little bit more cash and hopefully bring in some real talent. Maybe I might even just straight up swap a few players. Yeah, I might just straight up swap a couple of players over, and yeah, like a couple of my free agents which I've brought in from the. Yeah, a couple of the free agents which I brought in, I'll just swap them over for real players, because I've actually got I've got my eye on a few players that only cost about $3, $4, $5 million that I hopefully should be able to just trade a player for. But yeah, you never know. We'll just wait and see. But still, Zurich in on the ball, having the shot and tucking it in the bottom left-hand corner, just past our keeper. Unfortunately, he was just able to maneuver way too easily in our box. But still, what can you do? We've at least got plenty of time left to go. And obviously, you know, we haven't had that good a run in the... we've scored a set. We've conceded a second already. Bruno, or whatever his name is, in the 21st minute. And it was not going to stop there. But thankfully, a good save from our keeper and was able to stop that free kick that was on target. And yeah, after somehow, I don't know what happened. Weiser let it through. I think it was a bit of an accident. But have a look at this. It's a bit of an accident. The keeper's just passed it straight to an outfield player while he's miles away from the goal. And Weiser collects on an, I don't know, an unaware goalkeeper. But on playing on Legendary, you never see anything like that. Playing on World Class, you never see anything like that. Playing on Amateur, you barely see anything like that. That's ridiculous. I can't... Yeah, I was really surprised. But look at this. Weiser again, already looking dangerous. He's got a man on the far side, the fellow winger in Deulofeu, and the right winger and now the left winger, are able to get the goals. And hopefully, maybe just even with 82 minutes into the game, not long left to go, we could even get a winner here. Deulofeu cutting in. Good pass into Boniperti with a shot, but a tremendous block from their defender. Hits the top of the netting of the goal. And that was all she wrote, really. Okay, it's another draw in the EuroLeague, and we're really... That's 2 back-to-back now, and I don't know, if we keep going like this, we're not gonna go past the group stages. We got to get some wins on the board, man. But either way, moving on. I've got 1 vote going to. Hang on a sec. Okay, yep, I got 1 vote going to Carl Davis. I got 2 to Deulofeu and 3 to Weiser. The left and the right wingers just were doing fantastic stuff for me, and my goalkeeper was also not too bad either. Now, just while I've got you guys, have a look at this still image that I saw when I was loading up my team. Southend United is now 4.5 stars. Half a star away, you know, it's pretty obvious. Half a star away from a 5-star team. And when I've made a 5-star team, a League 2 team, I've turned them into a 5-star team. That's when I know, holy shit. I think now it's actually the time to really go for this. Really go for the Champions League. And to be totally honest, there's still a transfer window to go. We could sign some 80+ rated players and probably tick over that star rating to a 5-star. So we could have a 5-star team before the end of this season. At which point, stuff mid-table. We should really start going for this. So, I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see. We've of course got a game against Newcastle, who at the moment are top of the table. So it's great to see my team doing well, unfortunately, in a game and not in real life. But still, Newcastle top of the table will obviously be it'll obviously be a really good game, and we'll have to wait and see how we go. But still, thanks for watching, guys. I'm yours again, the Masterbox. Let's hit your target. And again, it's just 1,000 likes, so thank you for watching, and I will catch you later, guys. Bye-bye.